Fibers. Cave Fibers is now live streaming makers am crafting. Let us continue this emotional support chicken number 12. Suriba. A 5-minute ad break is starting. Thank you for sticking with us through this break. Ads help support my content. Consider subscribing to remove ads and support the stream.
Hello. I know some of you might be in ads. Sorry. Hello and welcome, though. Welcome to KB Fibers. We are working on a black and white chicken. I have not worked on this at all since yesterday's stream. It is not mandala. Mandala was the other one. This is the white yarn. I am using Bernat Super Value. The black yarn underneath the table is where it's hiding, is Red Heart with Love. I don't know if they're even still making Red Heart with Love. But anyway, I have not visited any big box stores to see those. This is the stuff that has come out of my yarn collection from behind me. So the black, I guess it's just above this one. It has a big hole in it. Welcome back from ads. If you're in ads, hello and welcome. We're trying to get the chicken thing going here. I'm going to put this black back underneath the table. It seems to be coming out of the skein just fine down there. And we'll be joining in the white right now. Didn't get a whole lot of anything done. I did make a ghost because I know Thursday we planned on making ghosts, but the person that was going to be teaching it isn't going to be there. But here's my cute little ghost. The pattern did call for 12 millimeter eyes. Was it 12? Yeah, it's called for 12 millimeter eyes. These are 15s. I did just get a lot of 15 millimeters. And I think it's super cute. Super cute. I could see like putting a tea light under here and having them across the mantle so they all glow. That would be really cool. So just wanted to show that I got a little ghosty done. We'll be doing more probably at Thursday meet. I don't know if I ordered 12 millimeter eyes right now if I would get any in. And I don't know, where did I put my eye collection? I think they're still in the other room, to be honest with you. Those are 15s. This was boxes 15s. Yeah, those are all 15s. These are all black. These are all colored. These are 15s, all black. Right. Nope, those are 16s. Those are 16 millimeter. These are 18 millimeters. This is for the Impkins. I got the book for that. These here were all 15s. Those are the ones I've been using for the chickens. So 15 millimeters. Got another smaller package somewhere. I think they're in the other room though. Bum, bum. See if that'll work. In the meantime, I'm gonna go look for that other package of eyes. Yes, these eyes. Much smaller. Much smaller. 9 millimeter. Those are 9s. These are noses. So I was doing bears for quite a while. These are 12s. They're red. There's a nose in there. 16 pieces. I've used some. 12 millimeter. That would be 3 ghosts. Green eyes, 12 millimeter. We can do some green cat eyes. These are 15 millimeter, all brown. These are 15 millimeter. I should see if these brown ones can fit in with those brown ones. Condense. Put those greens over there. Squeeze some browns in here. more I use out of this, maybe this container will end up being just for the back pieces. These are the back pieces that go with them, so I am just going to put it all in one baggie together. Animal noses are what size? 20 millimeter. Very large. The package is open. These packages are open. Trying to keep things somewhat together. Somewhat. Alright. Let's get to this chicken, shall we? The Pokemon escaped too. That's okay. Is what it is. Is what it is. Gonna leave the black to the back. We're going to add some white. Did everybody have a good Tuesday night? We had adoration last night, which went very, very well. I just took a student study Bible, and so I was reading through Tobit. That's what I did last night. I don't know. I slept in this morning. Wasn't feeling the best. I woke up with a headache. Just kind of blah. But I decided I was going to push through anyway. See what all I could get done today. The only thing I did was a ghost. Witchy Weaver, claiming first. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. My hair might be a mess. Had a lovely salad for lunch. It had iceberg lettuce, cabbage, carrots, Italian cheddar cheese, and some roasted chicken in it. And I put a poppy seed dressing on it. It was very good. It hit the spot. It was yummy. It was delicious. It kind of hit the spot for the day. What? I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, we're probably going to have, now that I think about it, we're probably going to have leftovers for dinner today. We did a zucchini spaghetti is what we did yesterday. But I think for today, I might,
I've got 4 loaves of bread rising on top of the stove.
Ooh, nothing like a good fresh loaf of bread. Oh my gosh, I'll be right over. I'll be right there. Hang on, I'm coming. It sounds wonderful, Witchy Weaver. You're so lucky. I could make bread. I have a lot of bread flour. Just haven't been feeling very ambitious today. Don't know why. Don't know why. But I did make a little ghosty. I did make a ghost friend. Cute little ghost friend. Unstuffed. It sits up on its own.
I've been playing with the sourdough starter for the last couple of
Ooh, nice. That sounds fantastic. A friend gave me a sourdough starter, but I added to it once and stuck it in the refrigerator, and it stayed in there way too long. Practically a full month. And I'm just like, the water in it was looking a little gray, and I'm just like, no, I'll pass. So I tossed it out. Sadly, I tossed it out. Didn't think it was any good. I'm horrible at trying to keep up with such things. It's enough to try to keep up with house.
It was probably still good. They're difficult to kill.
Oh, are they? I don't know. It was in the refrigerator for a good long while. Probably, a month or two. I don't know. That water was looking pretty gray, pretty gross. Because all it is flour and water that's fermented. That's what sourdough is. It's flour that's turned sour, pretty much. I could start another batch, but I'm just not feeling it. It's alright. Fermented things don't always agree with me. I don't make a whole lot of things with vinegar. Mostly because it aggravates my acid indigestion, my acid reflux. But I know something in the baking of it really calms it down. I think the vinegary part, the fermented part of it. Like, oh, what's that? It's a feather on top of the chicken coop. Anyway, I don't think it's for me. I just can't keep up with it. I don't feel like I have the right containers for it either. I think it's got to be a nice sealed container. The only thing I had was one mason jar. It's not enough.
The dark liquid is just huge alcohol. I have a couple jars from when I started it that looked like that. I was afraid of messing up my first one, so kept the primary batch in case I had to restart.
Yeah. That's cool. I guess it's not for me. It's not something I can keep up with.
One thing is for sure, having a starter is like taking care of a toddler.
Yeah, that's for sure. I don't know much about sourdoughs. I had a hard time with it. I wasn't sure if I screwed it up by leaving it in the refrigerator for a couple months, but it's just been a busy summer. Super busy trying to keep up with all the mix, and my pattern list is extremely long. It's so long I almost feel overwhelmed that I don't know what I want to work on. Plus, all of July is Tour de Fleece. It started end of June into a little over half of July. So that was a 3.5 week long adventure. We did a lot of spinning, made a lot of beautiful yarn that I still need to make something with last year's spinning fun. Year before that, I've used most of it, not quite all of it. There's still a few hanks of that left. Right? I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in that. And there are people that do stream kitchen and baking stuff. I'd be interested in learning more about the sourdoughs. I mean, to be just given one and here, okay, this is what you do, this is all you add. Okay, how do you know how much of what to pull out to do anything with? I mean, I know nothing about it.
I'm
Um, I feel less than a beginner. I feel less than a beginner. I know absolutely nothing other than it's basically fermented water and flour. That's all I know about it. That is all I know. And besides, anytime I bake something, it's usually just me that eats it. And to be honest, I probably really don't need it anyway. My husband's not much on breads. Does he eat bread, stuff with bread? Yes. He has burgers. He eats sandwiches. He tried to have tacos the other day for his lunch. He seems to think he's eating healthy, but I beg to differ. He's eating in restaurants. He's eating out. So, no, it's not healthy. Especially when you're putting way too much salad dressing on your salad. You should be tasting the lettuce and the vegetables and everything you put in it. Not so much just the dressing. I need to take this down to half. So I have to fiddle with it as much. Yeah. I can understand. I don't have the correct loaf pan to make like sandwich bread. It comes out too teeny tiny.
A wild Corvus squire appears captured using
Corvus squire. There we go. I'll throw a feather ball at it, see what happens. Hey Bluey, how are you? Hello. I did catch some of Crafty Lady's stream this morning. I didn't roll out of bed till like 8:30. Oh, I'm okay. I woke up with a headache and just kind of just kind of Which reminds me, I have some medicine I need to go take.
Apparently everyone on YouTube uses a cast iron Dutch oven. I just use loaf pans because it's sandwich bread I want.
Right. My loaf pans are just small loaf pans. They aren't a good regular size, what I would call a loaf of bread. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna go grab my med. I need to get rid of this headache.
Working on community game. Corvus Squire escaped, no one caught him. Fluid to Dapsis. Lurk, I'm going to play bingo. Fluid to Dapsis. Lurk. Cave fibers. Fluid to Dapsis, enjoy your beautiful lurk.
Alright. Meds have been taken. I'm not gonna do it on. Oh, you're gonna lurk. That's okay. I hope you lurk good. Hope you're getting things accomplished with your lurk. Work and lurk. All good. I kind of have a little bit of anxiety over seeing how this chicken is going to come out. I don't think there's anything else or any other parts that I will need to do left-handed or reverse knitting on. I do like how the tail has come out though. So now I'm on to the body part. I meant to get some of this done yesterday, but I got caught up in some short videos and rewatching an old movie that I've watched previously. I haven't quite finished. That. Maybe after stream I'll finish that. Thank you. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what color eyes I want to put on this one. I'm thinking yellow or orange. What colors are in this package? I like this orange. That's a nice orange. I was afraid to open this because I don't know if those are loose or... Oh, they look like they're in another bag. Just fold it over right here. Oh, nope, they're loose. That's the only problem with this. Look. The side of this pouch busted open, so all of the back pieces are pretty much loose. I'm just gonna pump them into that bag. Lost one over here. One there. Now see, if they're gonna do this, they should have like another container like this to put the back pieces in. I already lost 2 back pieces for another set of these. Some of these are clear with the paper backing. Can change out the paper piecing. Some of these are just solid color. These are different. It's kind of a plum color. Maybe that would look good with the black and white chicken. I was leaning towards the orange though. I don't want to do just black. Maybe silver, or these are clear. Or are they? I think those are just clear. These have a pale blue backing to them.